This is Dr. King Movement Night, Friday night. We're going to talk about Wlnnie Mandela, who just passed. And Wlnnie Mandela was a very brave woman in the fight apartheid, racism, white supremacy over in South Africa. Even when her husband went to jail, and before he got out, they put all kind of spies around her, but she still maintained the movement. And we want to salute Wlnnie Mandela, and I went in the spirit world and crossed over with her. I'm going to be crossing over with her on Tuesday night, also Martin Luther King. And I just want you to join in with me as and this is a little tape from Wlnnie Mandela.
I don't know where you think I'll get the strength to speak today.
Mm-hmm. She was 81 years old.
I will not even begin to try
and she was a long life. And I want to share. I'm going to cross over on Tuesday night with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. We'll cross over also with Martin Luther King, Reverend Ben Branch, and also with Ben Branch, and we're gonna Dr. Wlnnie, Coretta. We're gonna cross over also with young man that was here in Chicago, Rem Bevel. I'm gonna cross over with Rem Bevels. I'm gonna talk to Rem Bevels, Martin Luther King, Mandela, and we're gonna talk about what's going on within the movement and what's been going on through that. So I want you to join in with me Mondays, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 11 o'clock. And you join in with me. And you can call me at 708-582-0372. That's 708-582-0372. That's the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. movement every Mondays. But Tuesday we cross over with our ancestors. Wednesday, the death of Martin Luther King will be taping the death of Dr. Martin Luther King. What do it mean now? Where do we go from here? And I will be asking Dr. King why his death is so important now. It wasn't important in 1968. So we got to ask the question, what is the angle that white folks are so involved with Dr. King's death? You know, Jesus died, crucifixion brings about this is Martin Luther King resurrection. I want to say that in the hearts and minds of people. We're going to be doing that. This is Wlnnie Mandela. When her husband was in jail, she held the movement together. She was criticized. And then when her husband come out, she wasn't really for him to be president because it didn't have any power. It was a good show, but he didn't have the power to free the people. Over 100,000 people still was in poverty, and those that brought him in office, they stayed in office. All of them should have changed. So we listen to Wlnnie Mandela tonight, and I want you to call me with the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. movement, that we're going to be doing that. I want to thank y'all for coming to our website, the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. movement, right here in Chicago. We're talking about all lives matter. We're talking about stop the killing, save the babies. And, and Wlnnie is talking about the sellout. And I'm going to talk a little bit about how Wlnnie was set up. But she was able to overcome them that was paid to throw her over because they got scared because some people came up dead. So they didn't put those want to sell out. They got away from Wlnnie Mandela because Wlnnie Mandela was being well protected by the people. So it's important tonight for you to understand the movement and what the movement do. Winnie Mandela was a strong woman
I'm not going to
to
say anything
to
about
keep the
what
movement
happened
going.
in my deputy
Her
president.
husband in jail, but
And I am sure
she
all the
kept the
19
movement
sisters
going
today
and
is
brought it to another
conspiring for
level.
you to remove the gold
That it was
constitution.
more better to put her husband in office than let him go back to her. If she had went back to Wendy, it would have shown up.
I'm not going to talk about the leadership today.
She would have been,
I'm not going to talk about that
South
at
Africa
all.
would have been really free.
The weakening
And
men
they
who
were
have
scared of
control
her
will tell us
being
now
able to do that.
why
I'm praying for you and you. This is Monday night, the Dr. King movement. 50 years of Martin Luther King. I want to share that with you. 50 years of Martin Luther King. In 1968, it was April the 4th, 1968, in Memphis, Tennessee. We were assassinated by the American people, the Europeans, and all them that was in on his murder, because he spoke out against Vietnam. He brought out, he spoke against human rights. So Winnie Mandela was so enlightened that they were really scared of her because they infiltrate her. And after the people that came to spy on her, they died. So it's important to understand Winnie Mandela, and I will be crossing over with Winnie Mandela and crossing over with Dr. Martin Luther King and crossing over with Martin Luther King and Winnie Mandela.
Stop defending people against us.
I think that's important to know.
We will help to look after
Them the people we'll be crossing over with. And I think that's the real people we'll cross over with. This is Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. movement tonight. On the pictures, Ark of the Covenant, St. Michael, Gabriel, the Black Angel, Gabriel, the Black Angel, St. Michael, and the Black Angel, Metatron, the King Angel. Those that's around me. I'm praying for you. You can call me at 708-582-0372. I would like for you to get in with me, because we're dealing in American white supremacy and racism. This one in South Africa. And you have to understand, if we're going to be true and free, we have to be independent. And right now, we just caught in Chicago where some of the Arab brothers is selling rat poison as drugs, as crack cocaine, and as reefer. The appetite of evil have to change. When your appetite, when you get godly, your appetite will change from drugs, from alcohol, from all things that will destroy your temple. And I'm going to talk about Wednesday, destroying your temple. So it's very important to understand where we're going to be at Wednesday and Thursday. It's about crossing your temple. And this is the death of Dr. Martin Luther King. God bless you tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm only going to talk to you just for a minute or so this evening because I have some very sad news for all of you, and I think sad news for all of our fellow
This is Bobby Kennedy, who was assassinated.
Martin Luther King
His brother John Kennedy was assassinated. Malcolm X was assassinated. It was the year of martyrs because we had evil lurking.
Martin Luther King dedicated his life to love and to justice between fellow human beings. He died in the cause of that effort. In this difficult day, in this difficult time for the United States, it's perhaps well to ask what kind of a nation we are and what direction we want to move in. For those of you who are black,
This is
considering
Bobby
the
Kennedy
evidence evidently is that
and
there were white people who
explaining
were
about
responsible,
Dr. King's death in Memphis, Tennessee.
you can be filled with bitterness and with hatred and a desire for revenge. We can move in that direction as a country, in greater polarization, black people amongst blacks, and white amongst whites, filled with hatred toward one another. Or we can make an effort, as Martin Luther King did, to understand and to comprehend and replace that violence, that stain of bloodshed that has spread across our land with an effort to understand compassion and love. For those of you who are black and are tempted to be filled with hatred and mistrust of the injustice of such an act against all white people, I would only say that I can also feel in my own heart the same kind of feeling. I had a member of my family killed, but he was killed by a white man. But we have to make an effort in the United States. We have to make an effort to understand, to get beyond or go beyond these rather difficult times. My favorite poem, my favorite poet was Aeschylus. He once wrote, "Even in our sleep, pain which cannot forget